Hi there everyone, my name is Helenique Argeru and I'm a clinical psychologist. Very excited to present to you the new video series which is on higher love. This is going to be a chance for you to learn some very valuable information about a variety of topics that love experts are sharing research, information, experience, and some very powerful psychological theory with us about how to build better relationships and how to broaden and deepen our experience of intimacy in the world. They also are covering topics on self-love, self-esteem, and I wanted to share with you today a video that I thought was going to be very important for us to look into. So I decided to actually do two of them on this subject. The first video is going to be on divorce and separation in general. So if you yourself have been separated, or if you are divorcing, or if you have been divorced, this is going to give you some very interesting insight into how to contain this experience and how to really move through it with some validation. So I'm going to be covering subjects like healing the emotional wound of divorce, and also how divorce is like a kind of a death. And so we need to treat it as such. We need to really be aware that there are going to be temptations to handle the very difficult emotions, maybe with abusing substances, maybe there's been betrayal in the relationship, maybe you've been the betrayer. This will affect the kind of emotional load that you have to carry during the separation and afterwards if you do decide to divorce, or if you have already done so. There's also some very powerful news I want to share with you around the way we look at the mirroring part of a relationship. As a professional working in the field for over 18 years, I've learned so much about how everything in life is a reflection. So in a love relationship, we really do use the relationship as a mirror to understand more of our own inner story and our own inner triggers for difficult emotions. They are all being mirrored by our partner in our relationship. We'll look at values, how to actually heal whatever's being torn apart during separation or divorce, and what work you need to do. And then we also will look at the hero's journey, how we have to be humbled, and in that way we truly find our strength. I'll be telling you more about this whole concept and how it relates specifically to men as well, and then how it might be different for women. We'll look at children and separation, and then we'll also look at acceptance. How do we actually integrate the whole experience of separation and divorce into life? And then the second video will be on dating divorced people, and for women, things you need to look out for in men. Subjects like how men might sometimes become players after divorce and what that's really about. The kind of deeper levels of instability that you might find in another person when you are dating them and they've had a divorce before in their lives. In women, it can show up as a kind of emotional instability, and in men, a financial instability for sure. And then all the kinds of complications that might be around because of the way society deals with emotions. And we're going to look at the impact of that on men and how this affects them as dating partners, really. And again, how we can also look much more at the kinds of behaviors that might be showing up in people that you're dating that could be because of divorce or separation wounding. Could be about the pain that they've had from that, and how to actually be a bit more patient to work through that with the person you might be interested to develop a relationship with. And then we also want to look at the signs, the red flags, the person that might be looking for a rebound relationship, and how to actually handle that, how to manage a way of excluding those people on your list of people to discover more about when you are in the dating arena. We're also going to look at what kind of safe time you need to give someone who's been divorced before you take the relationship more seriously. And we're going to also talk a little bit more about the kinds of levels of personal relating, the way that you actually go about getting to know somebody, and how this needs to be dealt with in very different ways when you are actually considering a relationship with someone that has been divorced. So The meeting of children might be one very simple area that a lot of people speak about, but really the way that sex and intimacy come into the dating experience is something that fewer people talk about, and I'll be sharing some very important news about that for you. How to look for very specific signs that this person can actually build a relationship with you, and how to notice the signs that they can't. And some of it is a little bit more mysterious than you think. Thanks so much for joining us, and I'd be very happy to see you again. If you feel this will call you forward in your love life, I would love to share more of this wonderful information with you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.